Katie Bishop's coffee shop in Brooklyn has a name with deep historical ties.
The full name is Principal's GI Coffee House. GI being government issue, like G.I. Jane, G.I. Joe. And that is a social movement dating back to the 60s during the American War in Vietnam.
In the late 60s, GI coffee houses were located right near military bases in the U.S. and run by disillusioned veterans, with the stated aim to protest the Vietnam War. Eventually, pressure from the military and local authorities forced most of them to close.
And they operated as coffee houses. That was how they paid the bills. But they were really social gathering hubs. And they would host open mics and legal stand downs and activist meetings. These spaces were there for GIs to sort of blow off steam and to commiserate with other like-minded veterans.
Katie was in the Marines herself as a musician from 2007 to 2011, but afterwards, she connected with groups like Iraq Veterans Against the War and Veterans for Peace. She loved the idea of linking the activist coffee shops of the 1970s to her business that she opened in 2022.
I wanted to find a space that could function as a cafe because I have years of experience being a barista, but I wanted it to be a front for a social gathering space. I want to be able to do community-centric events that are really supported by the rest of the cafe stuff.
As a graduate with a master's degree from the Queens College Music Department studying bassoon, Katie learned a lot about organizing events. She's applied those skills here. The space holds art shows, readings, and is a hub for bike rides and races. There's a small bike repair station, and art by cyclists hangs on the wall.
But what I've chosen to do, especially being an event space and a gathering space, is I've sort of brought all the things of life that I like enjoying here. I don't miss any of my friends because they all come and visit. I don't miss out on a lot of social events because the kinds of social events I want to attend are the types of events that I organize and put on here.
9th Street between 2nd and 3rd Avenue is a notoriously busy and dangerous road where a cyclist was killed by a box truck. That tragedy got Katie's activist wheels in motion.
That led me to get in contact with my city council member, and then through her, I started getting in touch with other city agencies. That turned into doing a walkthrough with a bunch of local electeds, and then, like, off the books, I was getting a bunch of people involved with, like, hey, all these politicians are going to be here. Maybe we should get a bunch of cyclists and users of the roads here as well. So that, I think, is the most direct and obvious activism I've done here.
And so, Katie's GI Coffee House, which has pay-what-you-can coffee on the menu, is becoming a community hub for people of all kinds.
I want my space to be open to everyone and putting extra focus on marginalized people of all sorts. And I have it very elaborately detailed on my website. You can come and avail yourself of my resources and not have to be a paying customer in any way. You are welcome as you are. People are allowed to just come here and hang out.
For Urban U, I'm Craig Thompson.